start. And welcome back to Equestrian Evolution. And we are on chapter 3 of the reread. So, without further ado, let's get down to the reading. If only there were poker centers. Calm down, Wilhelm. I placed a paw on his shoulder. It's just a theory. Yeah, Omega interjected. We could be in Honan for all we know. Well, pull back. Then why even bring up the Timberwolf? He looked between us. Because the name is a pun, Omega answered. I turned back to a little opening. I pushed the roots to the side to get a clear view of the forest as I could. I could hear faint rustling, but I could not tell how far or where it come from. Guys, shut up a second. I think I hear something. The others pushed their way to the side of me, shoving me to one side. We all poked our ears and tried to catch more sound. We heard some rustling, all off to the right. It seemed they were all converging on one spot. Oh shit! Help! The bushes seemed to explode as a frenzy of noise reached us. I tilted my head while Jamaica and Willem shared a glance. That sounded like Willem began. Connor! We shouted together. Over here, Connor! Hurry! The ewe with longer fur on its chin burst from the bushes. Timberwolf hot on its heel. Connor quickly spotted us and tried to make his way over to us, but the Timberwolf leaped ahead and cut him off. He started to back up, glancing to side for an opening. Wants the rest of us to give, yelling and howling in the hopes to get the wooden mutt's attention. Connor fainted, then broke off right to the right to try to get around the Timberwolf. He wasn't fast enough. The wolf lunged, pinned Connor beneath his paw. The rest of us could only watch as it salivated its next kill, slowly bring its maw closer to Connor's neck. Is this what we can expect of this world? I can barely awe of myself before growling, ears laid flat. We must stand by then by your friend are in danger. The world blurred, then my vision cleared. I was standing over Quarter. The wolf had been knocked back. I refused to stand by. I heard Jamaica and Willem rush to the hollow. A greyish blur rushed past me and slammed into the side of the Timberwolf. Go up, Jamaica! I looked to see Willem behind me, dragging Connor toward the hollow by his ruffle. I got go on. I nodded, then blurred towards the wolf again. The Timberwolf, used to its own tactics being used against it, couldn't handle a two-pronged assault. He quickly fell back into the bushes. Omega and I ran back to help with him push Connor the rest of the way into the hollow. And none too soon either, as the Timberwolf had found the courage to return with his packmates. Willem let Omega and I pass him by. I turned around in time to see him kick up a large cloud of dust and dirt. He slid into the hollow just as I heard the three impacts with the three above us. How's Connor? He asked. Omega sat down, looking over the Evie in question. It looks like he got bruises on his back and some cuts on his neck. A few are deep, he snorted and glared at me. Next time you're gonna do something like that harebrained, do it before you risk hurting one of us, okay? Wait, what's even happened? I looked back at the hollow's entrance. It was far too small for the wolves to get through, though. So long as we stayed away from it, we shouldn't have to worry. One moment, I was with you guys. Wait, what happened? I looked back at the hollow and one moment I was with you guys. The next I was over corner. Hmm? Yeah? Well laid beside us battered friend. I think you used quick attack. I think the boost is beating it. Gave it what was the only reason you two didn't come out even worse for how are you two holding up? Anyways, I looked myself over. A large cut on my leg. I could feel a headache coming on. I glanced at Jamaica. Other than the cuts and headache, I'm good. No cuts, but my head started to pound. Jamaica gently put a paw on his head before pulling it away with a hiss. Ow. Okay, don't do that, William ordered. Honestly, what else did you think would happen if you headbutt a tree repeatedly? Sunshine and flowers? I snarkily, laying down myself to lick my cut. Seriously though, now what are we going to do? I pointed at my tail at the opening. There was still Timberwolf still trying to force their way past the tree roots. I was met with shrugs and indifferent looks. I think Yamega was cut off by the sound of breaking glass. Will snapped around to look at the entrance and saw a wisp of greenish powder swirling the Timberwolf web. Away with you, a woman yelled. Go on, shoo! You could hear the wolves run off into the bushes, then heard a sounding like heavy footfalls approach the tree. It's safe to come out. I have the scent of the Timberwolves away, but you must come quickly. The hollow is no place to stay. You may give Wilhelm a push. Go take a look. Why me? You're in the best shape. With a final glare, Wilhelm cautiously poked his head out of the hole. Guys, there's a giant zebra wearing gold rings. Should I be scared? I immediately started pulling Connor toward Wilhelm. Omega realizing the same thing I did, stopped pushing to make things easier. You were so busy, we kind of forgot to answer Wilhelm. Guys, it's staring at me. I glanced over my shoulder to see his ears plastered to his skull. It started to freak me out. Freak out later, when it's safe. Omega pushed past me. She can help us with Connor. Yeah, I said around a mouthful of Connor's fur. She's friendly. Sakura had a productive day by gathering herbs and was on her way home when she heard an odd cry. She couldn't quite make it out, but heard sounded near. Let curiosity and the noises in the bushes guide her. She soon came across a clearing. She could see 3 timberwolves trying to dig their way under a tree, where she could hear faint noises coming from. Thinking that was the Crusaders that got themselves into another mess, she pulled a vial of a wolf's bane extract from her saddlebags and threw it into the midst of the wolves. Away with you! Go on, shoot! She yelled. The wolf's bane did its job and drove off the timberwolves. She quickly made her way towards the tree and where the ground scuffled and marred. It's safe to come out. I have sent the timberwolves away, but you must come quickly. That hollow is no place to stay. She spoke softly, hoping to calm down the Crusaders to get them home quickly. What she didn't expect was a strange brown-furred canine pop up. His ears folded back upon the sight of his play Sight of her, it froze in place. "Vee?" it squeaked up. "Evie." Tilting her head to the side, Sakura watched as the two more of canines came out, pulling a fourth along with them. All of them seemed to have injuries of some sort. Without saying anything, she quickly shifted Herbs around before taking the unconscious canine and putting it in her saddlebag. After picking up the one with a cut on his leg, she made her way home, the final two following closely behind. Yeah, that's that chapter. And stopping playing in